Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just click the link in the show description to support now.
Welcome Behind This Scene, presented by Amato Media, and your host, Ryan Amato.
Can bring you some good value. This season, we're going to be talking a lot about business, a lot about employees and subcontractors, and anything we can do to help you run your business more efficiently, effectively. And hopefully, we'll have some surprise guests, and we'll talk to most likely our operations manager, our administrative staff, and some people from other companies that can also offer some value to you. What we would like to talk to you today about is one of the most fun topics that you're ever going to come across when you're running your business, and that is termination. Terminating employees, terminating subcontractors.
Hi, I'm Bamboo HR. Yes, the actual software. Mom was a 1, Dad was a 0. And my job is to help growing businesses find and keep great people, which is really hard right now. But here's the thing. Hiring the right people the right way leads to good retention. Smooth onboarding leads to good retention. Performance management that actually works leads to good retention. Not to mention easy-to-use payroll. Retention! Try it for free at bamboohr.com.
Firing, for lack of a better word. Let's just keep it simple. Not the most fun thing to do in the world, but if you change your perspective on it, and I'm going to tell you how to do that, it can be actually a positive for the person being terminated or invited to leave, and certainly your company. Again, not the most fun thing to do in the world. You're going to believe in your head, think irrationally, that you're possibly affecting their life. They're not going to get another job. They're going to have issues finding employment. They have a family. They have kids. You're going to hear all these things in some aspects from the person that you're terminating, that they're not going to be able to survive. The kids aren't going to have food. Christmas is coming. Guys, we can't listen to all that. That's just head trash. It's going to go away very quickly. Most reasonable and realistic people who have drive are going to be immediately looking for another job. And I'll be honest with you, probably if you're considering terminating somebody, they already have an idea that it's coming, and they've probably been looking. What I want to do is go back to when we originally hired somebody. The best way in our company has been to hire for values. Our values are accountability, dependability, communication, and relationships. So we're looking for all of those when we hire somebody. If they don't share all of those, hopefully we found that out on the interview. If not, you're pretty ripe to have to terminate somebody after a while because the values aren't being shared, and they're going to show up. With somebody with bad communication, they're going to have issues communicating to your clients, and you're going to find it out eventually. If your project manager's not communicating with clients, or worse yet, your administrative staff or the person that answers the phone is not communicating with clients, you're certainly going to hear about it. Your other employees are going to hear about it because it fell back in their laps because somebody wasn't being effective, sharing the same values, communication. And unfortunately, it puts a lot of stress on other people. Now, your great other employees are going to pick up those pieces for a while, but then they're going to become upset. You don't want to get your great employees upset because somebody else isn't pulling their weight or being effective by sharing your values. Dependability. Dependability is a great one. Showing up every day, being dependable means that you can go to that person and trust that they're most likely going to do what they say. Unfortunately, sometimes we've had issues with dependability mixing with a lack of communication. So somebody can show up every day, never take off, but their communication is horrible. So they believe that they're a great employee because they show up every day. But you know what? When I go home every day, my dog's at the front door and he's happy to see me every day. That doesn't mean a great employee is one who just shows up every day. You can show up every day and go hide in a closet and sleep. It does not mean when you walk through that door of that office or you show up on that job site that you're going to be the most effective person, a great communicator, super dependable, create relationships with your customers and the people that you work with. For instance, we've had painters come in and nobody likes them. And they're the greatest painter that we've ever seen. They're fast, they're productive, they're making money for the company, but nobody wants to be around them, and the clients don't like them. So what do? You can't keep them around. When you keep people around like that, you create a culture, and it starts to mesh and take over the other people around them. When you see somebody miserable and grumpy, if you don't get them out of your life right away, it starts to penetrate you. And we can't have that in our business. So, what I want to say is think about termination, firing this way. You're actually doing that person who you're terminating or asking to leave a really big favor. Why? Because you're giving them the opportunity to find a place where they potentially fit in better and they can be more effective and grow their career, possibly make more money, be happier, have more time by themselves, for themselves. If you have somebody who's not effective at their job, most likely they're having to work longer, harder to try to keep up, or they just give up. So if we give them an opportunity to go somewhere else, not only does it help them, it also helps the company, obviously. The longer you make this process go on, the more chance that you have of upsetting the current staff, upsetting the person who's staying around because nobody wants to be around them because they don't trust that they can perform their duties. And I bet you that they're a topic of conversation and then they're in your mind all the time. I can tell you the mistakes that we have made here is keeping people around too long because you like them. That's just not something you can do. It's not good for them. It's not good for your company. So change your mindset. Know that you're helping them along with their career and you're giving them an opportunity, a great opportunity to go somewhere else. That's the end of this podcast, and we'll talk to you all soon. I hope that you have a great week, a great weekend, and hopefully you got some value out of this. Think about your company. Do you have somebody that you would fire right now? And probably do it.
Hi, I'm Bamboo HR. Yes, the actual software. Mom was a 1, Dad was a 0. It all started when I realized how hard HR's job is. Hey, HR, can you find me the perfect candidate? Oh, and can you make sure when they start they don't leave in the first 12 months like everybody else? Oh, and can you react quickly to every single curveball an employee, government agency, or the company throws at you every day, always? HR, you deserve software that has your back. And well, that's me. Try it free at bamboohr.com.